Hey, my friend. I hope you are doing well. So, recently I was reading one particular book, and in which I got to learn about something which I'm going to share it with you also today. So, the book is The Laws of Human Nature, and the topic I was reading about is regarding mastering your emotional self, and the topic was related to examining your emotions to their root. Okay, so to give a little background regarding the topic, it deals about the image that we have of our own self in the mind that we have, right? So this image is built by the ego that we have, and you know whenever we perform any action, we do a particular type of thing in the society, or the behavior that we adopt in a particular social construct. We think that it is right, but that is our perspective. But for others, it might be completely devastating in that particular situation. So, the thing that keeps us safe by uh, not letting us go into the thought of being particular, what we say as criminalization of your own self. Like, basically, it means to think about yourself as a criminal. So what prevents us from doing that is the ego that we have and the illusion it have created. Okay, so criminalization might be a very harsh word, but we are being objective over here. So I'll just explain you the meaning of the lines that have struck a deep chord within me while reading it, and that was like it wasn't new about what I have read in previous books. So, but the way it was presented over here was quite impressive. So the lines are: it might be wise to use journal. Okay, it might be wise to use a journal in which you record your self assessments with ruthless objectivity. Okay, good. So, while dealing with the image of our own self, what we do is whenever we want to judge, uh, to pass a judgment, let's say, regarding other people and regarding ourselves. So, in the case of when it is for other people, what we do is, like, let's say if I ask you to pass a judgment and judge a person who is in front of us. Okay, so what you will do? Oh, yeah, he's standing in a very obnoxious way. His hairstyle is messy. His eyes look reddish. Might be that he have a hangover from the last night. Oh yeah, his lips are dark. Might be a person who is a chain smoker. Okay, you like any kind of n number of arguments, n number of judgments you will pass, which are completely wrong. Not completely, but they might have some truth in it, but not the literal truth. So you see, that is what our perspective is regarding the passing of judgment for other people. But if I say about you, like, oh man, that button on your belly, it seems like it is under a lot of tension and it might break in some few hours. And then what you say? Oh man, I come from a rich family. You know, I don't need to work much. There is always food on my table whenever I want, and yeah, people are impressed by me just by looking at my belly. They think my worth is in that stuff. So, I might have gone too far in explaining that situation, but yeah, people become defensive when a judgment is passed on them. Okay, so if that is true, then it must be true that there might be some defense mechanism that is working when you will be passing a judgment on yourself. Many times it happens, like whenever you are sitting in a room thinking about your past actions, past life, and the situations that you have gone through, or or other people have made you go through. At that time you see, uh, you have an image of your own self as the very ethical person, the moralistic, enlightened person. You think of yourself, but isn't it the way it is, right? You you think good about yourself, but it might not be true in most cases. But in most cases it might be true. I'm not sure how to say this thing, but you are not being ruthlessly objective with your own self. Okay, in the moment of introspection, uh, uh, we need to be ruthlessly objective. We need to have a standpoint where we are neutral and we are not biased, that we will become defensive about own image, right? Because what it does, it soothes our ego of ourselves and the illusions it have created for us. Okay, the next line is the same that I was talking about. Like, while doing this self-assessment with ruthless objectivity, your greatest danger here is your ego. I am reading between the lines. And how it makes you unconsciously maintain illusions about yourself. Whenever you are doing self-assessment, it says the greatest danger you have is your ego. What it does is that it maintains an illusion of your own self, an image that you have, which is moral, so to say, by your own perspective, but not by the other perspective. And this is where you need to be objective with yourself. You need to stand, you need to detach yourself from that particular introspective situation and think with very truthful eyes, and to see that, oh yes, this was the thing you were wrong at. Okay, not just to make yourself feel happy about the situation you have come out of from, or anything else might be, but that is what uh, examining your emotions mean. Okay. Again, the next line is, this may be comforting in the moment. Like, these may be comforting in the moment. It means, like, whenever judging yourself, if you let go of a certain strictness in doing that, it will comfort you in that particular moment. But in the long run, they make you defensive and unable to learn or progress. I have seen this with myself. Like, whenever I let go of my own judgmental self, by saying, like, oh yeah, you can rest, you deserve to rest in that particular moment, and you have done a lot for yourself, that hampers the progress that might be have I have made myself go through, uh, uh, if I had not rested in the previous days. You mean, like, whenever the exam is coming, if I take it as an example, uh, you see, we are engineers, and engineers are famous for the one night stand we do for the examination. Right? So you could have studied all through this entire semester of 4 5 months, whatever it may be, and you could have build your understanding regarding the subjects that you have over this past few months. But what you do instead is just study for the matter of giving the examination and passing the paper. So imagine how much immense knowledge you could have gained in the past few months, rather than doing it all in a one night stand. I mean to say, the study stand. So this is what you see, which hampers our progress in the long run. Okay, there could have been many different, a lot of things that you could have learned after finishing your chapters and your books, your subjects, but you didn't. Why? That is the illusion of your own ego about yourself, that makes you think that, yeah, you could conquer anything in just one day. But let me be aware of that thing, that Rome was not built in a day, or the Taj Mahal could be destroyed in one day. See, uh, that is the thing. The legacy that could have been built in this few time span could be much greater than you might have thought of yourself. Okay, so the next thing it says is after the thought of you become defensive about yourself and you are unable to learn progress while you are being ruthlessly objective with your self-assessment, after which the ego is supposed to make an illusion about your own self, which thinks it is moral and ethical in all ways. So what happens is after that you need to read the lines. You need to find a you need to find a neutral position from which you can observe your actions with a bit of detachment and even humor. Okay, so imagine there is a particular situation in your social construct you are living in where sometimes the way you behave is not proper. I'm giving it with my own example, and other people thinks, sorry, not you think that it is right, but other people think like it is not what we do here. Okay, this is not the right place to do it, or it isn't the way we function over here, something like that. So in those matters, uh, you think like why these people are being so shrewd. I'm not sure that is correct word, but stiff-necked must be that. So why these people are being so stiff-necked and adapting a particular kind of behavior when it is not what we have been taught? Okay, it's because like those people are not taught certain things. Okay, we might say like yeah we are right, but it's also that they are also right. So who is the person with more righteousness over here? And you find out and you find out like if more people are right than you, then it's the way that you should correct your own self. So just my colleagues might be laughing at me at this. But yeah, it is the thing, and they might have seen me change over in a lot of ways in past few months. Like it is just because being in a social construct make you behave as the particular society itself, which is not the true self or the true identity you have of your own. But I guess the video is getting too long. I'm not sure if any part of that thing might be of more uh, relativeness to you. I'm not sure how much you can relate to this thing while having the self-assessment of your own self. But I should have put it into a more what we say constructive manner. But yeah, it's the ego that goes all over the place whenever you are trying to uh, do any whenever you are trying to make any conversation and passing your thoughts to other people. It is difficult because your mind is going fast and the lips are quite slow in that matter. So uh, that's all for the first video, I guess, and I'll be sharing more insights from this book with you guys, so that you will also get to know like what is this thing all about, the laws of human nature. I don't know if there is a proper review of this book with much detailed aspects of the lessons it teaches and the exercises that it have, but I'll try my best to do that with you guys. So until and unless you watch this video and like I create a new one between the time, please share, like if you find something of similarity in this particular conversation that we had today, sorry, not yesterday. and share. I think I told it, but share it with the ones you think it might help. And yeah, I hope you are doing well. Bye.